the only one. I think of you, of the past and all our fun. I love you, I'll prove it in days to come. You're my darling, you've been true. I should have been good to you. You're the one that's in my heart while we're apart. I'll be true, I'll prove it to you someday. I love you, in my heart you'll always stay. I've been so blue and lonesome all these days. I love you, I'll prove it 1,000 ways. I'll be nice and sweet to you, and no more will you be blue. I'll prove I love you every day, all kinds of ways. So please wait until I'm free. There'll be a change, a big change over me. I'll be true, there'll never be blue days. I love you, I'll prove it 1,000 ways. Hey everybody, I'm here with Taylor Austin from Honky Tonk Times, and we are at the gravesite of one of the greatest country singers of all time, Lefty Frizzell. And Lefty is probably without parallel as far as an influence in terms of shaping the sound of country music, and so many great singers cited him as an influence, going all the way back to George Jones and Merle Haggard, and later on people like Johnny Rodriguez and Keith Whitley and Randy Travis. Just an amazing singer and stylist. This was put out as a B-side. Along the A-side was If You've Got the Money, I've Got the Time, and the two records in tandem, both were major #1 hits way back in 1950. And Lefty had a sort of some of the circumstances of his life are rather tragic. He had long struggles with alcoholism, and this song in particular had sort of a sad backstory. He had just gotten married at the age of 19, and he was already a very popular performer, and he was in jail when he wrote this song. He had had a very unfortunate liaison with an underage female fan, and he wound up in jail for 6 months. And so he spent a lot of the time, of course, grief-stricken, as was his wife, and he composed several poems and songs for her, and this is one of them. It's a very sweet song called I Love You 1,000 Ways. He kind of shaped the way people approached the vocal style of country music, in that he kind of added some extra little ornamentations to his singing style. He would hold notes out longer and bend and slide into notes in a way that hadn't been done before that. It is at the peak of his popularity, which is probably the early 1950s. He was probably the only singer who could rival Hank Williams in terms of popularity. And if you, of course, Hank was enormously influential as well, especially in the immediate aftermath of his career and death. And if you listen to the 50s recordings of George Jones and Ray Price and Marty Robbins, you could tell they were all trying to sound a little bit like Hank. But later on, it seemed like Lefty became a little more predominant in terms of some of those singers I mentioned. And Merle Haggard, in particularly, always credited Lefty with having been just a major influence